Last time on Astronautica.
Our heroes, having journeyed into the depths of the abandoned Rithrak hive, found only more questions and a new little friend. But it appears that that friend might have other friends as well. So how are our heroes gonna get out of this mess? Is Kyler gonna put any more fucking corpses on? Who knows? Let's find out. Right here and now on Astronautica.
You hear the thudding scraping of many feet thundering up from the depths of the hive below, and you hear the echoing cries through the halls of what sounds to be a lot of turtles. What would you all like to do?
Kyler is going to... I have like a scythe arm from the Queen's corpse, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to cut this fucking turtle's head off that we've just bisected with the door so that I can take it with us.
Okay. Make a close combat. You can either make a melee combat, close combat check, or a force check, whatever you have higher in. I'm guessing it's going to be melee combat since you have -2 to force right now.
Yeah, neither are super great.
Neither are super great.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're poisoned, I'm not going to give you a plus, but I'm not going to give you a minus from the poison.
Ooh, okay. Starting off quite well though. For close combat, I rolled 2 successes.
Okay. 2 successes.
And
nice.
I only get 2 dice for close combat, so I'll burn a light point to make it a critical success.
Okay, you make it a critical success. Look at that. With a critical success, this claw is razor sharp, and you are able to grab hold. As you touch the head of the turtle, you feel this ridge of spiky bone along, and it seems hard, like kind of like a rhino horn. It's this sort of hardened, spiky material, and you're able to grab onto one, and you are able to slide the scythe between them. These seem to be a really, really good defense. This thing is well armored and fairly sturdy, but you're still able to slide between them and just slice through. And the creature is decapitated. You're able to do this swiftly as you burned it for a critical. Had you not, it would have taken a while. You hear the echoing cries of these creatures growing closer, but they still sound a far distance off. You have the head. Kyler, you are on the other side of the door. You will have to scurry around to get back up to the main level through the tunnel, but that should be fairly simple to do. What would everyone else like to do?
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Likewise.
All right. So, just a reminder, you are in this main area. There is a hole above you with one rope cable going up, and there is a main doorway that is blocked off. What direction would you like to go?
There's a doorway that's blocked off, and what's in the other direction?
the hole that you descended down initially. So there's the main entryway that's blocked off with like corrugated metal. It's essentially like a rough blockade, and then there's the way up that you came from.
The blockade. It does it look like we can kind of move it around and get through it there?
It would require a little bit of work. There seems to be a lot of stuff there. You might be able to blast through it. You don't know how deep it is because you don't know how thick these walls are, and you don't know what's on the other side. You can probably start pulling it apart, but it will take a little while.
Well, I look to Hazel and say, you got any ideas?
We'd been descending by rope. Is there like a cable or something still there?
There's one cable, yes.
Can we just try to climb out?
Sure. Yeah, you can absolutely climb out.
Question.
Yes.
I know that there's probably going to be a delay on this call for my mech, but can I at least start calling it?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll call for that, and I know it's going to be a minute. But
it's actually, I mean, you're back in service, so you can summon your mech. It's like it's like an action. So you could summon your mech if you wanted.
I'll do that.
All right, so you burn a light point, and Oka, you press your little summoning button, and your mech digistructs in front of you. Oka now has a mech. Kyler, you finish climbing up the tunnel with the severed head of the creature. What would you like to do?
I would like to affix it to me and start climbing up after them.
Okay. How are you going to affix it to you?
I am going to unsnap my fanny pack and then extend the strap as far as I can and run it through the mouth and neck hole of the turtle. And then clip it again.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's real fucking gross, but you do so.
I love it.
Kyler's really going through like a weird, gross phase right now.
Look, you threw me into a hive with a bunch of murderous bugs, and I have very little life, and I have no money.
This feels like a traumatic break.
And I'm very small. You can imagine the kind of stress I am under.
That I am under.
Yes, you do so. You slide that right through. I'm not going to make you roll or anything for that because that is honestly gross enough that I just want you to succeed at it. You slide that through and clip it on.
Listeners, here's the secret to any good role-playing cheat. You just gotta be super fucking gross and make the GM want it to happen.
Yeah, just make your character suffer and the GM will let it go. Pro tip, life hacks. So, all right, you do so. Hazel, you want to begin climbing the rope?
Oh, yeah, entirely.
All right. Hazel, you begin climbing the rope. You are able to get up to the secondary area where there's one more hole ahead of you where the queen's body was and the way out. The sound of these creatures is now perilously close. Let's see. Oka, you have a mech. What would you like to do?
I will follow Hazel.
Okay, are you getting in the mech?
I'm gonna get in the mech. That's
okay. The mech the rope will not be able to hold the mech. I mean, if you want, you can just like not be in the mech. That's also fine. But the rope will not be able to hold the mech's weight.
Right. Would jumping?
No, you don't have like power thrusters or anything like that.
Okay, so it would just wreck shit. Then I will just leave the mech there for just in case.
Sure. It's a safety mech. I get it.
Safety mech.
Yeah, just in case.
And then I'll use the rope.
All right, Oka, you climb up. Kyler, I assume you climb up afterward?
Oh, yes.
All right, Kyler, as you get up to that first ledge, the three of you see what could really only be described as a river of turtles flowing through the tunnel down below, and their cries deafen, and they come around that dug out pathway and begin filling the hall, just plowing through piles of Rithrak corpses, and they begin climbing the sides of the walls and the ceilings. And let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to spend Point of Darkness, because why not? Oh, yeah. All right. A bunch of them spread out in other directions, but you see one of them stop and sniff the air and then look up toward you, and it lets out a cry, and about 5 of them peel off and begin climbing the walls toward you. There's a rope. One of you will need to make a mobility check to hook it on to the area above in order to try and get there, because you guys don't have a grappling hook. If one of you would like to make that roll, you can.
Does anyone have a preference?
Probably not me.
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
great mobility. I don't have any mobility, actually.
And I guess I will do that.
Okay. What is your mobility?
I don't have any points in mobility, but it's not a special stat, right?
No, it's not.
That is still 2 successes, though.
2
Nice.
successes.
Hell yeah.
Nice. It takes you a couple tries, and you hear the sounds of these creatures skittering closer and closer, and you're finally able, you throw it, and you can feel it hook around something hard, and you give it a tug, and it is tight and secure, but unfortunately, as it goes up, one of the creature's claws come around the hole, and it begins pulling itself up. I will need all of you, please, to roll me initiative.
Oh, 6.
Nice.
I don't know if I want to go first, but I guess I'm going first.
5.
I got a 2.
Okay, Hazel, you are up first.
Oh, yeah. What's the situation look like again?
So you have successfully thrown the rope and hooked it around. However, the group of turtles that had noticed you, it took long enough that they got up. So there's a turtle that's like climbing up out of the hole.
No.
So what would you like to do?
Can I arm a bit of C4 and try to drop it on top of that turtle?
I mean, the turtle is right in the room with you.
Oh. I
There's
didn't realize
no,
it
there's
got
no
up there.
like dropping it on. It is halfway out of the hole, immediately in you. You haven't in the room with you.
It's
Sorry.
crazy.
Important clarification with the
Very
alien
important
bug.
Yeah,
clarification.
jeez.
Don't draw fan art of that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I still think it stands. I'm going to try to get it in its mouth, if its mouth is open.
Okay. Its mouth is indeed open. So it will take you an action to arm the C4. I think it takes you 2 actions to arm C4, if I remember correctly. Wait a minute. Hang on. There's a roll for this. Tinkering with a gadget is a full round action. Essentially, it's like a 2-round thing. You'd have to set it the first round and then
Throw it, and
forget
then
it the
potentially
second,
blow it
as it
up.
were. Yeah. You can do that. It'll
That's-
just take your round.
And I have like a detonator switch, right?
Yes, you do. You do have a
Okay, so I'm
detonator
going to set it
switch.
up to be a trigger activated one. I
Okay,
guess.
you do so. Nice.
That's my turn. Because
that
I
is-
can't move.
Yep. Okay, that is your turn. Next up, we have Oka. There is a turtle that's coming up. What would you like to do?
Can I call my mech from where it is now? I guess I'll use another light point.
Sure. Yeah, you can burn another light point to summon it up here. It takes an action to summon it and an action to get in and start. If I remember correctly, sort of like vehicle rules. So again, it would be start of your next turn. You'll be able to attack with it, but it'll take you a round to get in.
Yeah, I'll do that. Bring these life points in this thing, and then I'll take a few steps back. Just
Okay, so you summon the mech. That's one action. You get inside. I assume you get inside the mech. Yeah, so you summon the mech, you get inside, and then with your final action, you start it up. So you actually can't even move.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that then.
So you are up. It is the turtle's turn. So let's see here.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. The turtle finishes clambering out of the hole and is going to go for you, Oka, in the mech. So it charges forward and is going to try and bite your legs. Let's give this a roll. One, spending a point of darkness. And all right, roll for armor, please, Oka.
Yep.
Yep. Your mech has an armor rating of its own, if I remember correctly. And the armor rating of it is
+1? No.
no, it's more. It's more.
It's a big old mech.
It's true. I don't know why I don't have it written down.
It's got like a 9.
Oh wow! Holy shit. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Pretty sure.
So 9 plus the. Okay, just 9.
Just 9. 9 dice.
All right, here we go. That's 4 successes.
4 successes. All right. Yeah. I mean, this thing seems to be fixated on you, Oka, and it is like running, trying to get at your legs through the mech, but it's a mech. And it begins like gnawing and chewing on the mech to no avail, and is going to take one more attack at you. I will spend another point of darkness and roll another armor check for me, please.
Oh boy. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. All right, you know what? It's still good enough. It is unable to get through to you. Another turtle starts crawling out of the hole.
Dope.
There are now 2 turtles all day up in there, and you can hear just the sound of the cries of the turtles down below. And that brings us to... Well, actually, hang on, because it can get up. No, it's going to go up as well, actually. It gets up and is going to go... It's still going to go for Oka. And it makes an attack against you. It's gotten up. It can only make 1 attack. And all right, roll for armor, please. These turtles are rolling like shit today.
That is 1 success.
Wait, that is honestly enough. It only rolled 1.
Hey.
It latches onto the other leg. Its tongue zips out and like wraps around, and it like almost like grappling bounds over and just starts biting, but it is unable to get in. And then a third one comes up through the hole, and that is its turn. There are now 3 turtles filling this room with y'all. Kyler, it is now your turn.
Okay, and I'm just hoping to set the scene in my mind. This is the room beneath the throne room?
Yes, this is the room beneath the throne room.
Okay. And we have a rope attached upwards into the throne room. We just need to ascend.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Kyler, I think, is just gonna ping the astrolabe as he starts climbing the rope into the throne room.
What do you say?
Hello, come in, astrolabe.
After a moment, the intercom crackles and the captain's voice comes over and he says,
Hello, how are you?
good. Well, thank you for asking. So well, we have murderous insects. No, it's very little time. Please, no talk. Insect monsters are coming up, and we need to be picked up by that window. So if you could just line that up, and then have Josie ready on the guns to just light them up, because this is awful.
You relay that information. He says,
Sounds fun.
and then the line goes dead. You are able to make a mobility check to climb as we are in the middle of combat. Make a mobility check with. Is it going to be a mobility check? Yeah, it's going to be a mobility check. Just make a mobility check for me, please.
Yeah, I will burn another light point to turn it into a partial success.
All right. Kyler, you are able to climb up, but it takes you your full action to get all the way up there. So you enter the throne room, but you do not have any more points to spend.
Cool, but I was able to communicate with the astrolabe.
Yes, you were able to communicate with the astrolabe. Talk is free.
Groovy.
Yeah, they have heard your call. And that brings us to the top of the order. Hazel, you have an armed C4. There are 3 turtles in the room. 2 of them seem to be going for Oka in the mech, and one of them hasn't done anything. Whoa, throwing my dice.
Do any of them have nice big open maws that I can lob something into?
So the third one has, the other 2 are biting onto the legs of the mech. The third one has just climbed up, and its mouth is indeed open.
Oh yeah, let's see if I can lob this here C4 lump into.
Okay, I need you
waiting
to
receptacle.
I need you to make me a ranged combat check, please.
Ugh. Maybe one day I'll stop doing ranged combat those
I mean, it is funny, right? Because you put all your stuff into close combat, and then you keep doing ranged combat things.
Just in this one. This particular chapter's been bad for it. I am going to push that.
All right, push away.
That is 3 successes.
3 successes. Nice. You lob this right into its mouth, and it, almost like a dog with a treat, clamps down on this thing.
Oh yeah.
And that is, so you've lobbed, that is 2 actions. You have 1 action left. What would you like to do?
What is the range on my little clickers? I would know that.
I think it was 60 feet, if I remember correctly.
Sweet, cool. Okay, then I will move. How far away am I right now?
You are, I mean, you're pretty fucking close to it. You're like 10 feet away. This room is not that big. Keep in mind, this is like the top middle part of a conical spire.
Yeah.
You can maybe get like 60 feet away. But
Can I, there was a way up, right?
yeah, you can go up.
Can I go up?
Yes, make a mobility check for me, please.
Oh god, I will push that again, I guess.
All right.
That is 1 success.
1 success. With a partial success on a fast action climbing, you are only able to get roughly halfway up the rope.
Okay.
And that is the end of your turn.
Yep.
Which brings us now to Oka.
Cool. I got, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 turtles that chomping at my legs.
Yeah, you got 2 turtles chomping at your legs.
Okay, so I'll take up my mech short sword. I'll aim for, they're not chomping at, like, I guess both legs, so,
well, there's one on one leg and one on the other.
Yeah, right. So the turtle on my right leg, I'll aim for the eyes, gushy part, and try to jab it.
Cool. Make a close combat attack, please.
Does that sword get any extra bonuses?
I think it's a +2 bonus.
Cool. Here we go. A lot of dice. I'm gonna need to do a darkness roll. All that dice.
So much for that. That's the cruelty of this game.
Mm-hmm. And not a damn thing. All right. That's one success.
One success. All right.
Like 8 different dice.
God, so rude. It's so rude when it
So
does
rude. So disrespectful.
that. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. All right, so this thing does have armor. All right, how many successes did you get?
1.
One. All right. Unfortunately, you swipe at this thing, and your sword pings off against the armored plates along its back, and it is impervious. You have a fast action you can take again if you would like.
Yeah,
I will
I'll
tell you, with 2 turtles clamped on your legs, if you try to move, you're gonna it's gonna be tough.
Oh, absolutely. That's fine. I guess I'll do that. The fast action would be doing it again. Okay.
At a -2.
I mean, well, it's still a lot of dice, so yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, that's 3 successes right there.
3. Nice. All right. So I rolled for armor. It reduced it by 1, so that negates any crit. However, it is still a hit. So the damage it does. Oh, I'm actually wrong. Your sword has a crit of 1. So even with the reduction, you can still crit if you would like.
I would like to.
All right, roll please on the crit thing. You know how this works. Give me 10s and a 1s.
So 2.
You also deal 2 points of damage to it.
and 1. So 2 and 1.
21. All right.
21.
With a 21, let's see. All right. So you swing your sword, which clangs off of the natural armor of this creature, and then you just sort of take the mech's elbow and smash it into the snout of this thing. It lets out a yelp and releases you. It is now stunned.
Hell yeah.
Hey everybody, Matt here, your GM in space. GM in space. Just a few quick notes. First off, thanks so much for listening. We have a ton of fun making this show, and I hope you are enjoying listening to it as much as we enjoy making it. We're in chapter 3 now, and boy howdy, if it isn't going to be a doozy of an arc, it's going to be a blast. I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. If you are enjoying the show and haven't already yet, why not give us a cheeky little like and subscribe? Leave us a comment on a streaming platform. Tweet or post about us. We're working by word of mouth, so every little bit helps. If you would like to support us more directly, check out our Patreon. We have a ton of fun stuff over there. There's uncut recording sessions, so you can hear us debating about rules and talking about all sorts of random stuff. There's music from the episodes, which I create myself. There's little logs from the characters' perspectives, and even some one-shot adventures that are really fun and goofy and great and amazing, and I get to play in them as opposed to GMing them, and it's a lot of fun. And you can find all that and more at our Patreon. You can look us up on Patreon, or just go to Too Many Dice's Linktree, which is linktree/TooManyDice. That's linktr.ee/2many dice. Check it out. And now for some quick shout-outs. First off, a huge shout-out to Alexander Ferguson, who is our first higher-tier Patreon supporter and an all-around amazing human being. And also a huge thank you to the rest of our Patreon supporters as well. We are really ever grateful and humbled by your continued support and patronage. It means a lot to me, to us, to all of us. And I hope you guys are enjoying all the silly stuff that we have over there. And you guys are making it so that we can afford to keep doing this. And if you're not a Patreon supporter, again, go over, check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff. And it means that maybe eventually we can make this our full-time job, which would be amazing. I would love to do that. Also, a shout out to my amazing players, Ian Mutiner, Benjamin Timothy Jenkins, and Lauren Alistini, without whom none of the ridiculous and wonderful bullshit I have to navigate would exist. They're great. I have a lot of fun playing with them and seeing what they're gonna throw at me, because I never know, and it's usually something ridiculous, and I love it. Finally, I just want to thank Angie Feek, my wonderful wife and partner in crime, who has been instrumental in making this happen through many conversations and brainstorming sessions and back and forths and talks in the car and all sorts of stuff. The story's just beginning to unfold now. We're peeking over the precipice, and I hope you're in for the ride, because it's gonna be a wild one. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So anyway, thanks again. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more Astronautica. We'll see you soon. And now, back to the show. It is now the turtle's turn. The first turtle, the one that you just stunned, is in fact stunned. Can't do shit. The other one is going to take an attack against you again. Oka, make a wits check for me.
Okay.
Spending a point of darkness.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right.
Yep.
Cool. That's that then. Good talk. Yep. All right. Roll for armor for me, please.
Okie dokie. That's like 9 for this thing.
Yeah.
That is 1/6. But I have
1/6.
4 5s.
That don't do anything.
Yep.
All right. So, despite your Exo's incredible armor, this turtle is very tenacious, and one of its razor-sharp teeth manages to bite into your leg, into your calf, and it deals 2 damage. Deals 2 damage.
To my actual calf?
Yeah, to your actual calf.
Awesome.
Like it bites through the metal. These things seem to have incredibly strong jaws. And while they are, metal seems to be fairly good at keeping them away from your organic material, it doesn't seem to bother them that much as they're biting down on it. Like, these things are just chomping at your metal. It is going to take another bite attack against you at a -2. Fuck it. I'll spend a point of darkness. Roll armor for me, please.
That's nothing.
Nothing. All right.
All right, give it to me straight.
This thing just crit on you.
Oh.
Yep. Give it to me straight.
Here we go. I'm gonna.
Yep.
So you take 2 points of damage
do.
as it bites you. So the bite continues through the armor, and it crunches down, and you feel one of the bones in your calf snap.
Fuck.
You have a broken leg. So I need you to make a mobility check. If you were not in your mech, you would instantaneously be knocked over. Because you are in a mech, you have a slight advantage to not get knocked over by this thing. But we'll see.
Do I add anything for this? Because I'm in a mech right now, probably.
Yeah, the mech gives you... Yes, so you get a +1 to mobility checks thanks to the servos. So go ahead and roll me a mobility check with a +1, please.
Okay. That's nothing.
Nothing? Do you want to push or burn a light point?
I will push.
Push. Push away.
That's 1/6.
1/6. All right, that is a partial success. Oka, you sort of collapse downwards, but are able to save yourself with your non-sword arm. So you are partially down, but you're not full on your back.
Okay.
And this thing is going hard. And let's see, we've got the third one. Now, jeez, these little bastards. Yep. Hazel, you are halfway up the rope, and you hear this like crunching sound, and you look back to see the turtle that you had thrown the C4 at, just happily munching on it.
Just like eating it.
Yep, it's eating it. And the detonator is unfortunately destroyed. And it seems to be just going to town on this thing without a care in the world that it is actually an explosive.
Oh, okay then. He giveth, he can taketh away.
Yeah. These creatures have a trait called garbage eater, which means they can eat like anything if it's small enough to fit in their mouths.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's just it was mostly just a hilarity.
It's just rude.
Yeah.
All right, so this thing is just seems like happily crunching on it. It doesn't really do anything else. And you see another turtle start to pop out of the hole.
I was gonna try to blow them all up, damn
I
it.
know you were. And that is the end of the turtle turn. And it is now Kyler, your turn. You are at the top in the room with the Rithrak corpse. What would you like to do? You're wearing most of the Rithrak corpse, actually, but...
All right, so I'm in the throne room. Hazel's in the throne room?
No, Hazel's halfway up the rope.
Halfway up the rope. Oka's not.
Oka is not, no.
I don't know how much I have that I can do.
I will remind you, you do have your assault rifle. You
That's true. I have
did
my...
bring your bedazzled assault rifle in.
Yeah.
Friendly GM reminder.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's, I want to take a shot at the one that's currently munching down on Oka's leg.
All right, so here's the fun thing about assault rifles. They have a specific way they work, which I'm going to get into. This is the first time we've used an automatic weapon in game. Just kind of surprising. Okay, so fully automatic fire is a full round action. Your target must be within long range or less. It is. You will get a -2 modifier to your attack roll. Regardless of whether or not your initial roll is successful or not, you can choose to keep rolling dice one at a time. These extra dice are added to your first roll. However, as soon as you roll a 1, your clip is empty and you must reload. And because of your high capacity magazine, you can ignore the first one that you roll. So,
Okay. Hot damn.
so you're gonna do
A standard roll at -2?
Yep, standard roll at -2. This is a full round action. Standard roll at -2, and then you will continue to roll like 1d6 at a time extra. And let me know when you get any 1s.
So I rolled a 1 on my initial roll.
Okay, that is ignored.
Okay.
Any successes?
No.
Oh, that's sad. All right.
I'm gonna keep rolling though, if I may.
Yes, roll away.
Okay. Okay, I've rolled 3 times and still no success, but no 1. Okay, first success.
All right, that's 1 success.
A second success.
Hey, nice.
Oh, fuck, there's the 1.
All right, so you have 2 successes. Sadly, not a crit, but let's see, because this thing does some damage too.
Does 4 damage, it looks like.
Fucking 4 damage, Jesus. And what is its
Oh wait, I can ignore the first one that I roll, or is it anytime you roll a 1, the fire stops?
Ooh, this is a good question.
Because I rolled on my initial attack, and then I did, like, you know, the single D6
Yeah.
rolls, and I just rolled a 1.
It is unclear It says as soon as you roll a 1, but it also seems to be in the space of the single rolls. For now, as there is no immediate clarity, I'm going to say, honestly, I'm going to roll on the Be Nice dice for this. I feel like that's fair. That's a no. So for now, we will just keep it that it's because you rolled a 1 in your roll, that also counts.
Okay.
So that was 2 successes. It has some armor. It is not able to reduce it. So you deal 4 damage to this creature. It lets out a yelp of pain.
Does it deal 4 per success?
No. If you were doing crit, you would be able to, you could do extended damage
Got it.
if you had
Right,
passed your
right.
crit threshold.
Got it.
All right. That is your turn, which brings us to the top of the order. Hazel.
Well, now that happened, I'm just gonna keep climbing, I think. 'Cause,
Yeah, you spend 1 fast action to get up the rest of the way,
Yeah.
and you are now up with Kyler.
Can I, can I try to prep another C4?
So it would take a full round action.
Oh, that's right, okay.
So you cannot on this
I
turn.
cannot, okay.
Although, I will remind you that one thing you can do with light points is give yourself an additional action point. So if you were to burn a light point, you could actually, none of you have ever used it in this way, but you could burn a light point and prep it on this round.
Yeah, I guess I will do that.
Yeah. That has, by the way, always been in the rules. Y'all just have never done it.
Yeah. And that just
okay.
that uses my full round, so I can't do anything else.
No. But you can get up and with that use of a light point, you can prep the C4 for next round.
Cool, yep, that's what we'll do.
Excellent. You have done so. Oka, it is your turn. You are down but not out. Your leg is broken, but thankfully you have these armored servos that are keeping you sort of afloat. The turtle biting your leg just got ripped into. The other turtle seems to be still stunned. What would you like to do?
I would like to get up off the ground, right? 'Cause I'm on the
Yep,
ground.
you do so. That'll be 1 fast action. That leaves you with 2.
And I'll go ahead and take this short sword and I'll try to stab it in the eye, the stunned one.
So you're going for the stunned one. All
Yes,
right.
I am.
Because it is stunned, I'm giving you a +3 to this. Because this is essentially like a sort of a coup de grace. So roll for close combat with a +3.
Oof, okay. That would be 3 successes.
3 successes.
Right.
That is a crit. Roll for crit, please.
All right.
And, oh man, yeah.
That's 4, and this one would be... It's 43.
43. Let's see what we got here. Yep, all right. You slash in and you cut off one of the legs of this creature. It's down. It's not looking good. It looks almost dead, and it's not fucking doing so hot.
Hell yeah.
And that's your turn. Unless you would like to burn a light point, say, to take another fast action.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take another. I'll use my light point. I'll take another swing at this thing.
Okay, so I was giving you a +3. You're taking a -2, so you get a +1 to your attack. This is a fast attack.
Yeah, it's 2 6s.
2 6s. All right.
This mech's dope.
No
it wasn't
armor.
dope
All
for
right.
a while, but now I'm rolling okay.
You kill it.
Fuck yeah.
You finally
Beautiful.
stab it right in the face, and it dies.
Yeah.
It goes down and is no more. There's still one clamped on your other leg, but you got one less. And That brings us to their turn, I do believe. The turtle's turn, which means that... Okay. All right, well, that's a whole lot of nothing, even with a point of darkness spent. The one that's clamped on to you seems to release a tiny bit when it gets shot and is not clamped on anymore, and it takes a swing against you and does not succeed. It's going to take another bite on your legs. Roll for armor, please.
That's 2 6s.
2 6s. All right. Yep. It does no damage to you. You
yeah.
are still safe.
Hell yeah. Go mech.
Yep. Good mech. Next up, there's another one that was climbing out of the hole. It moves fully out and starts climbing the wall toward. It's going up toward Kyler and Hazel, and another one pokes its head out of the hole, which brings us to 5 all day in there, I believe. One of them is dead now, so one's just chomping happily on some C4. And that one actually gets up to the one that was climbing the wall, actually climbs all the way up and starts to climb up out of the hole toward you. But does not fully make it out. Kyler, it is now your turn.
Okay, and reloading costs points, right?
Yes, it does. So reloading is a slow action.
Cool.
So that's all 3.
Well, I'm definitely gonna move. Get away
Yep.
from this thing, because you said it came up through the hole that we're standing by, right?
Yes, it did.
Kyler's going to move, very much away, to the... Do we have a way to get up out the window? Is the rope secured there, or?
No, you didn't have a rope there, and you haven't pulled the rope up yet.
Guard it. Are we all in the throne room?
Oka is still down.
She's getting her legs munched on.
Yeah.
But she's able to climb with her Octobot arm as well as the mech?
No, she would not be able to climb. I mean, the Octobot arm could not support the weight of the mech, and the mech does not have any climbing capacity, and the rope will not hold the mech. The Octobot arm can sort of lower you, but it can't pull you up, you know?
It can support Oka's weight, though.
It can support Oka's weight, yes, but, you know, it doesn't climb better than, like, she doesn't have, like, spider climb with it. In the same way that your arms can support your weight in, like, a pull-up, but you cannot scale a wall.
Joke's on you, they can't.
Sick burn.
Well, I guess, like, Oka has a way to, like, call down her mech using light points, right?
Yes.
Which I have
And
none
it's
of
sort of like
anymore.
Titanfall drops in. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, sorry. I'm just, like, feeling bad. You have, like, this valuable piece of equipment that's
She will
stuck.
be able to recall it to the ship, but she can't, like, summon it to this location again, basically.
Okay.
I'm also just worried about getting her out of there at this point. Like, I
Yeah.
don't really know how
Call.
we're gonna do that.
With a
And
broken
this
leg,
is a
nonetheless.
spire that is above ground, correct?
Yes, you guys are now above ground. Yes.
Even the portion that Oka is in.
Yes. The main floor with all of the Rithrak corpses was like sort of ground level.
Okay. Hazel, do you trust me?
Loaded question.
Excellent. It wouldn't have changed my bad decision making.
I
Hey.
didn't think it would.
Josie,
Josie's voice crackles in on the comms and she goes,
Yeah? What's up?
Blow the sides out of this fucker. We need to get the hell out of Dodge.
Okay. Do you want me to aim for, like, the door or just the side, like, whereabouts in the sides?
Kyler does some arithmetic, looks at the top of the spire, and then tries, I don't know what I would have to roll for this, but tries to, like, judge how many meters down the spire he wants her to shoot so as to blow out the wall that Oka's level is on.
Okay. I feel like that feels like a wits roll.
Okay.
That feels like a wits roll to me.
Cool. Okay, here we go, babies. Oh!
You got
Fuck
this.
yes!
Oh, you got this. Yay.
I am going to burn my final light point to bump those 2 successes I got to a critical.
Excellent. All right. With a critical success, Kyler, you, like the math meme, look around and calculate a bunch of, bits of glowing arithmetic floating around you. And you are able to pinpoint exactly how far down you want her to shoot. And,
Do it now. Now is great. Now.
And guess what? It's their turn.
Thank God.
So they're gonna start They're gonna start blasting. So this thing does have an armor rating because it is like a building. So we'll see how this goes, but wow. Okay. I'm basically rolling equal opposed to see if they're able to get through on this round. So Josie rolled 4 successes. So
Girl.
if
hell
the
yeah.
wall gets less than that, she's gonna blow a hole in it. It got 3.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
All right. Oka. You've just slashed this thing and you can hear Kyler calling out from above, and all of a sudden the wall behind you explodes, and light floods in.
All right. Yay.
And you look around and you see Josie in the sort of the lower dome of the gunner station. And she waves at you and points to the extended gangplank that is 15 feet away and is lowered. So you should be able to run and jump over, although with your broken leg, you will need to make a check for it. So that is the end of the round, which brings us to top of the order. It's Hazel. You have a fully armed C4 in your hand. What would you like to do?
Well, I was also gonna try to blow up the wall, slash some of those dudes. What is the radius on these C4 blasts again?
Their range is, it's about like a 30-foot radius of shrapnel. The blast itself is like 15 feet.
Okay. Can I toss it and detonate it in the same go?
Yeah, I'll allow that. I will allow that. I mean, tossing as a 2, activating as a 1. That
Yeah.
seems fair.
I'm gonna try to throw it down into the level below where Oka is.
So past the one that's climbing up next to you.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna
I
try
wanna
and
try to
get
get
it
it-
down.
Closer to like the 30 feet plus away from Oka, but where the rest of the dudes are.
Sure. Roll, please, for me a ranged attack to see how well you place it.
Okay. I'm gonna push.
Push. Yeah. Push away.
That is 2 successes.
2 successes. All right. Cool. Yeah, you launch that thing down, and it sticks to the floor right in front of the one that had just come up. It is essentially within range of all of the turtles. You may detonate if you like.
Does it look like it's close to Oka at all?
You cannot see Oka from here, but you think you're safe.
Okay, yeah, I'm
it's
gonna
safe.
detonate it.
All right, you do so. I'm gonna roll on the Be Nice dice to see if Oka's caught in the blast. That's a no. She's not. Oka, you're safe.
Yes.
So,
Awesome. That's good.
We do like this.
Hazel, roll 7 dice for me, please.
Yes. That is 3 successes.
All right. A massive concussive blast slams out in all directions. I'm gonna have him roll mobility. All right. Okay. The ones that are caught in the lower range of it are instantaneously vaporized and destroyed. The one that was hanging on to the ledge above you guys lets out a cry of pain and begins to slip. Oka, all of the turtles that are like right around you have been killed.
Oh shit, good.
And as the dust settles, all of you hear like a cracking rumble, and dust starts to fall from the ceiling, and a large crack begins to run up the walls and along the floors. Kyler and Hazel, I need you guys to make me mobility checks, please.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is only 1 success. I'm gonna put a light point to make that a partial, so that make it 2.
It actually-
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say that boosts it to a critical.
Oh, good. Okay.
Kyler?
I pushed and only got 1 success all day.
1 success all day. All right. The ground underneath you guys cracks, and Hazel, you're able to deftly maneuver out of the way. Kyler, you are slightly less lucky. The ground falls out from under you, and the turtle, along with it, lets out a yowl and falls through the holes to the ground below. Oka, a huge slab of worked stone smashes into the ground mere feet away from you. Kyler, you begin to slide, and at the last possible second, your scythe arm digs into the ground and actually prevents you from falling off and down into what you see now is a roiling mass of turtles down below. There must be over 100 of them, and all of their attention is now turned upward to you. Kyler, you are held on. You've slipped about 6 feet away. You will need to rectify the situation somehow.
Okay.
You are dangling over the hole. Oka, it is your turn. You see Kyler dangling there from his weird corpse armor. There's a hole blown out of the side, and you get the sense that this structure is not going to last long. You have maybe, I would say, 6 seconds, call it, before this thing starts collapsing fully. The ground underneath you shifts, and things begin to slide.
I'm looking for a way out as quickly as possible.
You can run and jump to the astrolabe.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna try to do that.
All right, you do so. Roll for me a mobility check, please. You have a minus to it. However, it is canceled out by the armor. So you don't get any pluses. You're just going to roll your own mobility.
Oh, that's 1-6. Oh my god, thank god.
Do you want to push for?
I'll push.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, that's 2 6s. Oh, fucking Jesus. Oh,
Hey.
great. Okay.
All right, so that brings you up to 2.
That does, yes.
All right, Oka, you run and jump, and as you jump, the piece of wall that you were jumping off of falls away, and your foot slips, and you jump, and for a second you think that you're not gonna make it, and at the last second, your mech arm connects with the loading gangplank. You are dangling from your hands and will need to make a force check to pull yourself up. Because this is not a mobility related one, you do not have a minus to it. This mech does give you a +2 to force checks.
Okay. That is 2 6s.
2 6s. You are able to pull yourself up and onto the gangplank. You climb up, your leg throbbing in agony, and manage to just pull yourself up. And at that moment, and I will tell you, I was actually keeping track of timing here, your mech, the energy light, pops on, sort of like the low tank on your mech, and it powers down. You have successfully made it back on board the astrolabe.
God.
That is the end of your turn, Oka, which brings it to the turtle's turn. The turtles are going to begin climbing the walls. However, none of them are able to make it in time. One of them starts to poke its head up. Pieces of rubble are starting to fall, knocking one of them away. Another one starts to come up after it, and it reaches up. It's now halfway out of the hole. Kyler, it's now your turn.
And I am still dangling, correct?
You are still dangling. There's a turtle filling the hole below you, and it is yowling, and its big open jaws with their multiple rows of teeth are sort of pointing up at you.
Well, that sucks. Yeah, I suppose I'll try to... I don't see what else to do aside from trying to climb up. I don't suppose is anyone standing near the loading thing?
So the loading thing it's currently sort of halfway between. So you could fall at the risk of taking some damage if you don't succeed on a mobility check. So you could jump to the lower level and try and make a mobility check to see if you can get down there, or you can make a force check to climb up.
Okay, but from my recollection, the ground beneath me was described as a roiling mass of turtles.
There's still ground below you. The turtle is filling the hole down. There's still a ledge of ground that you could try and hop to. It hasn't fully fallen away yet. It's close.
Okay.
But it hasn't fully fallen.
Well, I am completely unprepared to do anything force-related, so I'll try to drop down and take the mobility check.
All right, roll a mobility check for me, please.
I suppose I will push that.
All right, push away.
There we go. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. Nice. You swing your body out and sort of rock back and forth, pivoting on the scythe blade to try and get enough momentum, and you jump and land and roll, and the armor cracks away from you and is fully busted and gone. And you are on this little ledge. You can see the light shining through the astrolabe. The gangplank is about 15 feet off. You can see Oka sort of like lying on her back in the mech, still like on the gangplank. So if you want, you can try and take another mobility check to jump to it.
I suppose so.
All right, you do so. Run, jump. Good luck.
Okay, I will push that. 1 success.
Kyler, you run and jump, and it's a little bit further than you thought, and you grab on just barely to Oka's leg, to the leg of the mech, and you are holding on via the foot. Oka, you feel a searing pain run through your leg as Kyler's weight lands and sort of pulls the mech down. You're still within the mech, so it's not like he's just going on your actual foot, but it still hurts. You have a broken leg. It's not awesome. And Oka, you take, let's see here. Yeah. You take 2 points of stress damage and 2 points of actual damage.
Okay, cool.
But Kyler, you are holding on for dear life. That is the end of your turn. Hazel, you are still up in the throne room.
Yeah.
There's a fallen chunk of ceiling down. You see Kyler run and jump away. And there's one turtle currently half up. There's a hole above you. If you wanted, you could grab the rope that is still attached to the throne and try and throw it up and get purchased there, or you could try to go down and out. It's your call.
I think I'm gonna follow Kyler.
All right, roll mobility for me, please.
Oh, that's 1 success. I'm gonna push.
All right, push away.
That is 3 successes.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Thank God.
Hazel.
Yeah, this was not where I wanted to fail.
No, you mean above a bubbling cauldron of carnivorous animals? No.
I'm just blowing myself up at that point.
Hazel, you run and like parkour off of the queen's throne as the ground underneath it gives way and the throne falls down, smashing into the turtle, sending it and the corpse of the Rithrak queen down into the mass of turtles below. You slide down the sort of acutely angled wall and grab onto the rope which was attached to the throne, and you use its momentum to sort of counter swing yourself over to the ledge. And you land gracefully and elegantly as the ground begins to shake and you see bits of the ceiling falling out, more and more light being let in as this collapses. You want to make a run and jump for the ship?
Yes, I would love to do that. Do I need to make another?
Yeah, you do. Roll mobility for me.
I'm gonna burn my last flight point to make that a critical success.
Nice.
Good call. Hazel, you take a running leap and the ground fully gives way beneath you. And you just jump and are able to get enough speed to land on the gangplank. And you roll and you are safe. Kyler, I need you to make me a force check.
Me?
Yes.
Oh
All
no!
right, I'm hanging on.
Oh boy.
Yes, you are.
That is a 1. I suppose I'll push because I have literally 1 die that I get to roll. Oh, that is a success on the push, so maybe I should talk shit.
Look at that. Talk shit, get crit. Except actually not a crit, just a partial.
Just
But
a very
regardless,
partial success, yes.
Kyler, you begin to slip. Oka, you take another point of stress damage and another point of damage.
Okay, not looking good.
What would you all like to do?
I'd like to climb up,
All right.
please.
Yeah, I was gonna go help pull Kyler up.
Okay.
Please, can you
like,
please
get
help
him off
get him
of-
the fuck off of me?
Yeah, I try to get him off of Oka without hurting her anymore.
Okay. Kyler, I'm going to, you're going to make a force check with assistance, which means the -2 is canceled out.
That's okay, that's cool. I will push. 1 success.
1 success. With your powers combined, you are able to pull Kyler up
Oh, thank God.
and off, and the 3 of you collapse backward onto the gangplank as you watch this massive conical spire slowly imploding in on itself until eventually there is nothing but a haze of red dust, and slowly silence descends.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Congratulations, everyone. You survived your meeting with the turtles.
Still think we maybe did nobody any favors here.
Nope.
Well, that could have gone worse, I guess. But where are all these turtles coming from? What is our hero's next move? And what are we gonna name our new fuzzy little friend? Find out next time on Astronautica.